Hello everyone, this is Scholar Astrid, and today we're playing The Solitary Existence of a Little Universe. This is a demo that I saw on Steam, so I'm gonna see what it's all about. Let's do English. A hacking cough, breaking a deep breath, opens your eyes. You become aware. In front of you there is nothing, only darkness. You decide to stand up and walk. The feet feel a soft ground into which they can sink with ease. Now that you are about to take your first steps, you remember something. No, it is not a remembrance. It is a sensation. The feeling of futility in moving those steps. You just want to let the darkness swallow you up and disappear into nothingness, but something urges you on. A purposefully grafted in command. An illusion that leads you to believe that something as insignificant as your conscience must be preserved at all costs. You would like to get rid of it and be still in this nothingness, but this commandment prevents you from doing so. Your hand touches something. Don't mind the dishwasher. Your hand touches something. It is a smooth, cold surface. You turn towards it. Oh, whoa. Oh, I like the art. You can hear the wind outside too. It's very atmospheric. You see something in front of you. It looks like the shadow of a tall, emaciated figure, of a specter near the end. Oh, whoa. It is your own reflection. Beauty is a blessing to many, but to you it seems to have brought only despair and sorrow. Suddenly, you sense a feeling of weariness weighing down your body. Whether it was those few steps or the vision of what you've become, you feel you have to slump to the ground. You lean against the wall you previously had in front of you, and as you curl up, you realize you are resting on sand. The darkness has become less deep. Now you can see better what is in front of you. A lonely desert without end. And above it, the starry sky illuminates the night firmament with a pale indigo light. An unusual warmth fills your body, as if this vision is returning something essential to you. Have you seen this all before? You don't remember. As you don't recall anything about yourself. As your eyelids become heavy, you feel that you are losing consciousness. The inevitable. Has it finally come? A game by Wolkman. The solitary existence of a little universe. Oh, cool. Alright. Let's begin. Ooh. No. This is not the end. It seems like you are still here. You wonder how a being like you manages to drag himself so far ahead. To persist one step after another towards a meaningless existence. But something has changed. It's not you. It's about something else. You are not alone. It's daytime. You're unsure if you've ever seen such a bright light for as long as you can remember. Oh, whoa. A little being is gazing at you with interest. I'm gonna save real fast. Ooh, quick save. What does it want from you? Why won't it leave you alone? Annoyed, you clear your throat to speak. Who are you? I don't know. The little creature does not seem at all frightened by your presence. You don't know. Do you know who I am? You lazily raise your head and peer down at it to get a better look. Now that you look more carefully, you notice that it is a little girl. She is wearing rags unsuitable for her size. She probably must have found them somewhere in the desert. You look like a little girl to me. She squints her eyes in concentration, as if to reorganize the thoughts within herself. After a while, she looks at you and smiles. She has a happy expression. Thank you. You are very tall. The tone is not that of a simple acknowledgement. Why is it spaced weirdly all of a sudden? She seems to have stated it as a compliment. Oh. Suddenly, an image pops in your mind, but you can't quite put it in context. Like when you see something in a dream. It is a city, and above it, a dark fortress with decrepit walls and jagged roofs. You don't know or remember the name of that place, but you just know that there is only one way to refer to it. The castle. Oh, that's weird. Are you heading to the castle? The question comes out of your mouth almost mechanically, as if someone has decided for you. I don't know. Your interlocutor's answer is immediate and simple. Are you going there? No. But it is not the truth. I don't know. You don't know. The child monkeys the tone of your voice, perhaps to play an innocent joke on you. You look hollowly at the sand around you. Yeah. I don't even know why I'm here. Why I should move. Why I should go towards any direction. And I don't even care. I really like the color of the veil that is covering your body. She does not seem to have given much thought to your words. What's the name of it? You raise your arm to observe the rags that were once your robes. Emerald. You answer without much fanfare. Once again, the little girl closes her eyes, as if she were imprinting your words inside her. Thank you. Aw, she's cute! Her smile seems even warmer than the last one. You have been very kind to me. But I just can't sit still and You have been very kind to me, but I just can't sit still and have to keep going. I will seek the castle. During the day when the sand is not of my favorite color, I will try to remember the beauty of the pigment that you wear to give me courage and remember you. She doesn't talk like a child. That's very weird. The child goes away. Even if you met another living being, you didn't care much about it. You just want to forget about it and return to your eternal present. The eyelids become heavy again. Uh-oh. Oh. Ugh. Devour her? What the heck? Confusing images of an ancestral past assail you. A past that you never lived, but that seems to belong to you. So does our character have amnesia? Or something? Connections are made in your mind. Bonds you cannot understand. Knowledge you didn't know you had. Something has awakened in you. A new, undefined awareness. What? You wake up in a daze. In front of you is the little being from before. You have your hand outstretched towards her as if you tried to grab her in your sleep. The child seems more intrigued than frightened by your gesture. The castle. The first thing you remembered when you met the child was its image, its oppressive shadow. Wait, so is this like zombie dude on the right here us? Oh, that's so strange. You are inexplicably enthralled by it. It's calling you. May it be the cause of your unfortunate fate? Or rather, the very cause of your existence. There is no other way to find out except by venturing inside it. The child. You observe her thoughtfully. Again with the weird spacing. Was it she who triggered within you the visions you just had? To awaken in you those memories. All of this cannot be the result of chance. Or maybe I'm just not looking at it. Maybe the font is just weird. You know that if you don't want to lose yourself again and wander this desert, you have to take her with you. You have to take her to the castle. Perhaps she will be the means through which you will be able to, finally, disappear from the world. What? You saw them too in your visions. Those who haunt the castle. If you let her go alone, they will take her. This is what is bound to happen. Uh-oh. You tear a cloth from your cloak and wrap it around the child. The inhabitants of the castle look resentfully at anyone who has something they lack. Even at night, you can see through the windows their bony faces peering with envy at what they can't have. Maybe I'd better accompany you. The words you speak are more of a warning to yourself than a warning to your new partner. And I didn't even tell you which direction you should go, child. The hazy, fragmented memories regained guide your steps and those of the child across the desert dunes. Oh. Oh, you're like a doll. After a day of walking, you arrive in front of what appears to be the entrance to an ancient structure. You don't know if there is another way to continue, but walking through the ruin is the only way you know. However, you have no memory of what you might find. Ooh, gonna quick save. Stone engravings, derelict humanoid entrance. Stone engravings. Oh. It's like a giant person here. Okay. Derelict humanoid? Derelict humanoid. Ah, ooh, that's a body. The skeletal ribcage of the humanoid. It seems to contain something else besides the rusty cable and bolt complex. What? It seems to contain something else besides the rusty cable and bolt complex, but it's a skeleton. Try to open the ribcage, asked the child. Try to open the ribcage. Bare hands and mere brute force are not enough. The ribcage remains intact. Around it you notice joints and interlocking mechanisms. There seemed to be a way to open this part of the body without forcing it. Can I... Oh, no, okay. Okay, well, do nothing. Can I click this? A skeletal figure was carved in the center of the monolith. The size is larger than the others, perhaps to emphasize its importance. The area where the head was previously supposed to be depicted was destroyed. Oh, it's headless. Oh, okay. However, some detail can still be discerned on the chest. These are lines and glyphs, placed in a precise pattern seemingly indicating a ritual. Oh, that's me. Concealed cryptograms. The child approaches the monolith. Her small fingers feel the carvings in the stone, almost as if she were deciphering their meaning. Who is speaking? Is the child speaking, or am I speaking? I'm gonna assume it's the child. Seeking prosperity, we found desert. Seeking hope, we found despair. Seeking eternity, we found oblivion. Horrid cogs imprison us. What do these words mean? She is asking you, but even you have no idea. Okay. Can I... This got the ribcage. The lines and cryptograms remind you of those you saw in the central figure of the monolith. You can press them. Alright, press the cavities. Please don't explode. You try to push some of the cryptograms, but after a few seconds they return to their position. There must be a combination you don't know. Can I ask the child for help? Without ado, your partner approaches the metal skeleton. Oh, it's metal! Okay, it's metal. She doesn't seem at all afraid of the grotesque figure in front of her. These symbols resonate in my mind like those of the great stone. The child affixes her hands to the ribcage. After a while, the skeletal figure makes a hissing sound, and under the chest, a slit opens up. So we look like a robot. Like a doll kind of robot-y thing. I wonder if this kid is also a robot, because if this is a metal skeleton, maybe it's like androids? I don't know. It is too small for you to insert your hand into, but the child may be able to. Can I ask her? Ask the child to take what is inside. She nods, but seems a little reluctant. She looks at you with uncertain eyes. The words engraved on the chest of this being speak of a cage, in which eternity has been imprisoned. She turns her gaze towards the metal skeleton. Your partner bends down and slips an arm through the crack. You hear mechanical noises like pipes coming loose. Look, kind fellow. Oh, whoa! The child shows you what would appear to be an organic mass. It's a heart. Disfigured and deformed by the mechanical grafts that cling to it, it still pulses faintly. It's so feeble and fragile. It would take so little to destroy it, yet its longing is to keep beating. I wonder what impels it to do so despite its ephemeral condition. She looks at that grotesque pile of flesh with delight and curiosity, as if she had found a treasure. Oh, weird. Okay. I will take it with me. The child took the heart of the machine. Hey! Alrighty, quick save. We got a heart. Alright. Entrance. Do you want to enter the dungeon? No, but I mean, that's the only option we have, so sure, why not? Ancient gate. The ancient gate is closed. Thank you, Captain Obvious. It is too heavy to be moved. Okay. Oh, which arrow do I choose? Let's go right. Okay. What is that? Oh, it's a throne. It appears to be a mechanized seat. Okay. It is made up of a set of metal tubes and cables. A screen has been inserted into the headrest of the back seat. Or the backrest, sorry. The screen displays an error message. Your iChair is not compatible with this. Ara Ziggurat. 50052 error. Process stopped. Restore sequence JEGARA 150302 for power reallocation. Waiting for input. It looks like it is possible to activate the device. Ooh, let's not do that yet. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Hang on. Let's go to the far left. Oh, what the? Hi! Yo, okay. Inside the capsule, there is a body floating in a clear, murky liquid. The shell is damaged, as if someone has hit it with something. Compared to the others, the imprisoned figure seems to have undergone extensive operations, and its metal exoskeleton appears to have been partially removed. On the side of the capsule, you notice a small screen. You can type letters and unnumbers? What are unnumbers? Oh, I'm not gonna touch anything yet. What the heck? Is that the same? Yeah, it's the same. Okay. What is that? Oh, ARA console. Oh, the command console is still active. Judging from the corrupted information on the screen, though, it must have been damaged. It seems to be possible to interact with it by touching the screen. I don't want to touch any of that yet. I don't want to touch any of that yet. What is that? On the wall are the remains of an inanimate automaton. Aha! So they are robots. Or androids, or whatever. Above it you see a skull hanging connected to cables that disappear into the darkness of the ceiling. The two pieces do not appear to be part of the same body, but to have been artificially put together to compose something new. An android! Oh god! Looking at it more closely, the skull does not appear to be natural, but also the result of industrial production. Oh, what? Uh-oh. Suddenly its eyes light up. Nope. Sounds come out from behind it. The skull seems to come to life. ARA proxy speaker 1. Initializing interface protocol ARA Sphinx 3919V148. The flesh grows and dies. The flesh is a mistake. The flesh is a mistake. The flesh is mistake. Injection unknown source? Oh, that is weird. Okay, injection unknown source. Forced overwrite of interface protocol ARA Sphinx that number. Okay. Memory defragmentation. here. The flesh grows and dies. It is a gift. A gift we love. A gift that will perish. A lone craftsman, the last of his kind, created a perfect automaton. Not only could it speak and move, but it could feel pain, fear, and desire. However, the automaton began to suffer, tormented by the awareness of the emptiness of its own existence. It was born by chance, at the whim of its creator. "Free me from this prison of iron," it pleaded. The creator had to make a choice. Turn off the automaton, ending its suffering but destroying a unique creature. Let it live, allowing it to search for its own meaning despite the pain. Alter its mind, erasing its emotions and reducing it to a mere machine. What should the craftsman do? Okay, so what should the craftsman do? This, can I properly save? I'm gonna properly save. Okay, I'll return. I don't want to turn off the automaton. I don't want the automaton to suffer. I don't want to kill it, and I don't want to just wipe its mind and be like, you're now a machine, because that just seems... I don't want to go away either. Oh. Is there an option for counseling? Like, what is this? I don't want to turn off the automaton and kill it. I don't want to wipe its memory. Like, but letting it live in pain just seems cruel. Okay, so if the automaton is sentient and is asking for death, I'm gonna comply with its wishes. I'm gonna turn off the automaton. A brave and valiant warrior had sworn eternal loyalty to the city that had raised him. For years he fought for it, sacrificing everything in its name. One day he discovered a secret wing, deep within the fortress. To his horror, he saw chained prisoners, monstrous experiments, deformed beings that were once people. The city he had sworn to protect fed on the suffering of others. The warrior knew that to betray the oath was to become an enemy of his own home. To remain faithful, however, meant ignoring the horror. The warrior was faced with a choice. Stay faithful, turning away from the horror and continuing to serve. Rise up and destroy the corrupt heart of the city, exterminating those who raised him. Flee and take the secret with him, but leave the evil undisturbed. Nope, rebel. That's an easy choice. Rebel! A wandering traveler, hungry and weary, found himself at a fork in the desert. To the right, a village with friendly people and a safe haven. To the left, an ancient ruin which gave off a golden glow. It was said to be cursed, but within lay treasures and provisions in abundance. The wandering traveler had to choose. Go to the village, relying on the kindness of others, but without knowing whether they would welcome or reject him. Explore the ruin, risking the curse to gain riches and survive. Continue without stopping, accepting hunger and pain to reach a more distant goal. Rely on others. That is how our species survives. It is done. The flesh bleeds, the heart trembles, but the soul remains intact. The light of the virtuous attracts the deepest shadows. The flesh calls. Energy reallocation from ARA Sphinx to ARA Gateway BS2. You hear machinery activating somewhere else in the basement. Its eyes have gone out. The skull has returned to being a simple, inanimate object. Did I pass a test? Did I pass a morality test? Okay. Go back. Actually, wait. What is this? Data log 1. Oh. Data log 1, case 364 ARA F61S9. Synaptic disruption, cerebral overload, unknown cause, phenomena of self-harm. Okay. Uncontrollable crises, irreversible dementia, synchronization failed. Marked for termination. Okay. Oh, are these data logs of the people that are in the tubes? Data log 2, rejected, mechanical components rejected, catastrophic deterioration, deactivation of pain, impossible, unknown cause, synchronization failed, marked for termination. Okay, data log 3. Nervous system infection, oh god! Form of contamination unknown, quarantine impossible, proven systemic risk, synchronization failed, marked for termination, high priority. What were they doing? Oh, memory corruption, failed reallocation, or failed relocation, impossible defragmentation, dissociation and hallucinations, cause erratic behavior, synchronization failed, marked for termination. Okay. All right. Is the gate open now? No, it is too heavy to be moved. All right. Okay. So I guess the machine is off. There appears to be no power. Oh no! Wait a minute. What do you mean there appears to be no power? The automaton is no longer active. Wait. What? Inside the capsule there is a body. Okay, that's the same. Okay. Oh, on the side of the capsule you notice a small screen. You can type letters and unnumbers. Use the alphanumeric keypad. What? Wait a minute, I don't know. Help? Nothing happened. What do I do? What do I do? Marked for termination. Quarantine impossible. Marked for termination. What do I do? I don't know what to do. Data log 1. Do I release one of them? Memory corruption. I'm gonna write down that case. Hang on. 137 ARA S04Y7. Hang on, give me a second. Okie dokie, so I've written down the 4 case numbers that were listed in the data logs. I'm gonna try to input it into this console here. So let's do 137 ARA dash. Nope. Okay, it doesn't do the dashes. I don't know. Sphinx? Nothing happened. Okay. Here, 137 ARA. ARA S04Y7. Or I can't do any more than 6 letters. Door? Nothing happened. 091 ARA. Okay, I don't know what to do here then. Go back. The machine is off. There appears to be no power. What do I do? You turned off the power, you dingbat. Well, shoot. That's not good. Hang on, I gotta figure out what I did wrong. Hang on a second. Alright, so I went back to before I did the quiz with the skeleton. Let's see if we can turn this on, activate the device. JEG ARA 150301 sequence reactivated, sit down to begin process. Now you can use it, but you have no idea what might happen once you sit down. I am not asking the kid to sit down. I'll sit down. If it kills me, whatever. You sit on the mechanical seat. The structure is cold and rigid. It makes you feel uncomfortable. You hear the sound of cables scraping the metal frame and snaking around you. Some of them wrap around your arms and legs, but they aren't exerting any constricting force. Where they pass, you feel a subtle but pervasive tingling. Okay. Oh. One of these approaches your face. It stops briefly a few millimeters from your mouth and then continues to rise. It burrows into your nose! A high-pitched whistle fills your ears, and a metallic taste invades your tongue. The light grows brighter. The world around you begins to blur, devoured by the blinding light. You can only faintly make out the silhouette of the little girl who has remained motionless watching you. Among the confused sensations that run through your mind like an unstoppable stream, one begins to become more pressing. A growing feeling of uneasiness. What is the cause? Why now? Maybe it's because you have a cord in your nose? Kind fellow, do not fear. I will be here by your side. The exact moment you feel the warmth of a hand touching your shoulder, the light is swallowed up by the darkness, and with it the noise that was echoing in your head. Hi. You open your eyes, even if you don't remember when you closed them. The dark, muted colors barely allow you to discern a long, bony figure in front of you. This is how we were born. This is how we were created. This is how we will be destroyed. Deprive yourself of what you consider important. Deprive yourself of what you consider essential. Deprive yourself of what you consider yours. Your vocal cords, your left hand, or your right eye. What will you leave behind? Alright, I choose what to give up. Vocal cords, left hand, right eye. I think vocal cords? Because you have 2 hands and 2 eyes. So I think I'm gonna go with vocal cords. It's the skeleton! So be it. What you lose is always more important than what you possess. Oh, are you gonna rip my vocal cords out? Great. The being dissolves into a blackish mist, leaving you with the sound of a croaking laugh. You're running. You don't know when you started. In front of you winds a winding road between derelict buildings. You feel a growing sense of dread, as if something is chasing you. You turn back. Oh no! You see a crowd of human figures, but you cannot make out their faces. Even though they are mere shadows without any concrete form, you feel their spiteful, hateful gazes tearing at your flesh. Yep, no, keep running, keep running. You see no other solution than to run away. You have no idea where you're going, but you don't care. You just want to get away from this place. The road gets narrower and narrower. The buildings around you get taller and taller. You feel suffocated. You hit a dead end. Your mind is confused. You can't figure out how you got there, and more importantly, you can't figure out how to get out. The only way out is up, before the crowd reaches you. In desperation, you begin to climb the wall in front of you, using every gap you can find. The height of the buildings in the city is impressive. But you have no choice. You must escape. The higher you ascend, the more of the evanescent conformation of the buildings merges with each other, as if reality were collapsing on itself. After an unspecified amount of time, you manage to reach the top. You stop. Your exhausted body needs to rest. Your heart is pounding. But you are safe. Hey, your pursuers cannot reach you up here. Sweet. Can I quick save? Oh, quick save. You struggle to raise your head to understand where you are. The sight chills your insides. Oh, wow. The imposing walls of a castle that seem to have been artificially grafted tower over you like an inescapable tyrant. You collapse to the ground in despair. The immensity of the gray fortress makes you feel small and insignificant. Whether you keep running or not, it doesn't matter. You can't escape. Like the deformed architecture that composes it, you too are forever part of the castle. Well, dang! The scenery around you dissolves, bathing you in a bright light again. Your senses become less acute. You feel dizzy. You can't figure out where you are. Am I still in the chair in the ruins? As soon as you regain your clarity, you realize you're in a desert. The wind is blowing violently across the dunes. It looks like a sandstorm is coming. You must find shelter. You cannot stay here. Whoa. What is that? In the distance, you notice the ruins of what appears to be the chest of an ancient and colossal statue. Having no other choice, you decide to head towards it. You have no idea what you might find, but it's the only place you can take shelter. Okay. Step by step, the storm grows more intense. The wind lashes your face, and the sand scratches your skin. Despite the difficulties, you manage to take refuge inside the statue. Wait, is this where the girl found us? You curl up in the corner of the stony carcass where the wind and sand can't reach you. You feel the tiredness creeping into your bones, the wounds on your skin burning. But despite everything, you are happy. Why? You don't know, but you're happy. You're safe. You're home. The desert has been your home as long as you can remember. It is your refuge. It is your sanctuary. Reality around you flickers for a moment. Are these thoughts yours? Didn't you want to end it all? Didn't you want to disappear from the world? Before you can dwell on these reflections any longer, something in front of you catches your attention. Ah! It's the head of it, like a real head of a human being, it's the head of a human being. The sand partially covers it, but you can see the face. To your horror, you notice that the face is staring at you with its pale, vacant eyes. Black tears are streaming down its face. From my rotten flesh, a blue lily was born, a flower that never stopped blooming. It covered my eyes with delicate petals from a hideous vision that I did not want to see, but from which I could not escape. Where are you? Where are you? Where did you go? Where did you go? Kind fellow. The little girl's voice reaches you and brings you back to reality. You are still sitting on the machine. The wires and catheters that were inside your body seem to have been removed. You turn your weary head toward the console screen. The screen appears to have returned to normal. The process has completed. Great. You're having trouble keeping your eyes open. Something's blocking your pupils. Don't be afraid. You are safe. Let me clean your face. You feel a cloth rubbing your face and eyes. Only now do you realize that you have been crying. You open your eyes. The little girl holds in her hands a piece of the cloak you gave her. She must have used it to wipe your face. She looks at the fabric soaked in your tears. They are black as pitch and shiny as obsidian. You were sitting there, lost in your dreams, until you started crying your eyes out. You couldn't stop, but you didn't seem to be in any pain. How strange. You know what she looks like? She looks like that little girl from the movie The Angel's Egg. It's an anime movie. She looks like the little girl that holds the egg. She seems deep in thought. What were you crying about? Do you remember? You think back to the visions you've had, but you can't quite put your finger on them. Their meaning eludes you. They're nothing more than a fading shadow. Do you think I can do it too? You remain silent, not knowing how to respond. You didn't even know you could. What should I cry about? What should I be sad about? I have nothing to be sad, nor to be happy. I will keep this piece of cloth in memory of this event. I don't want to forget. I never want to forget what I just saw. The child takes your black tears with her. Okay. Well. Great. Ancient gates closed. Okay. I still don't know what to input here. Okay, so that sequence is completed. Energy reallocate. Oh, energy reallocation complete for section. Ooh, let me write that down. VET 3928 ARA09. The blockage that prevented power from being reallocated to the main door has been resolved. Ah, okay. Okay, so now I can maybe figure out this. I'm gonna save real quick, hang on. Let's do that, okay. Okay. Small screen, can I type? Can I reallocate it? So VET 3928. Well, I can't type that in. 3928 ARA. Oh, no. 392809. Nothing happened. Okay, never mind. Don't know what to do with that. All right, let's do Mr. Skellington again. It seems to have been off for a long time. Wait, but you were alive. No. What? Oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Child? Ancient gate is closed. It is too heavy to be moved. But then what do I do? What do I do here? Oh! Oh! Okay. So there's that. I didn't even think to click on these. Okay. Does not flesh. Does not flush the memory. Does not flush. Oh! Oh! Missing hashing protocol XQ5. Okay, XQ512. Was that what it said? Let's try that. Okay. Inside the capsule, there's a body floating in a clear, murky liquid. The shell is damaged, as if someone has hit it with something. Okay, let's do, you can type the letters and numbers. So let's do XQ512. Nothing happened. Okay. Flip. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Okay. Hang on. Does not flash. Does not flesh the lie. Wait. Hang on. Now I get it. The flesh does not. The flesh does not lie. Did I get it? Oh, whoa, whoa. Taking a picture of that. You hear the sound of machinery being activated somewhere outside this room. Alrighty. I think that means the door is open! The way is clear. You can go ahead. Let's go. The gateway leads you into an underground corridor. After a few minutes of walking, you find the exit. You find yourself in the desert again. It is night, and the temperature is mild. You feel tiredness accumulating in your body. It is better to rest and start again tomorrow. You both sit down on the cool desert sand. The little girl does not seem particularly tired, but she imitates you without thinking twice. Is it still far to the castle? Tomorrow at daybreak. We'll be there, child. Yes, you will be there. But what will you find? Your mind is full of questions. Kind fellow, look at the sand. It's so beautiful. It only gets this color at night. What would you call it? You look at the sand around you. You had never noticed that it reflected the color of the stars in the night sky. Or maybe you never cared until she asked. It's very similar to indigo, child. She closes her eyes like she always did when you taught her the name of a new color. Indigo. That's a beautiful name. You know, gentle fellow. The desert sand is the first thing I remember, as long as I can remember. It's the only fixed point, while everything else seems so remote and elusive. Even you. I'm afraid that if you were to go away, I would soon forget you, like the vision of a cloud carried by the wind. So be it. I don't want to leave any trace of myself in this world, or I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I thank you for this promise. However, sooner or later you will leave. Just as we have met here in the desert, it is likely that one day we will part. What will happen then? Will I begin to forget? Will reality return to being a cloud with an indistinct shape that deforms as the wind changes? If everything were to disappear, would I still be who I am now? I guess I wouldn't even care at that point. So maybe there's no point in worrying about it. You are a very philosophical child. That smile looks weird. In any case, dear fellow, I am glad that we are walking together. When you are near me, everything seems more concrete. And what was once blurry and eluded, my memory is now clear and defined. As long as I am allowed, I will be by your side. You feel the same way too. Since you met her, your thoughts are less eventful and time no longer flows indistinctly. Despite this, your purpose has not changed. At the castle you will find your end. And what will become of her at that point? It does not matter. Rest, child. We'll be on our way soon. The music is really nice. Thanks for playing the demo. That was really good. The last puzzle where you had to click on the thing, I didn't even realize you could click on those flickering words. I just thought that they were corrupted letters. But yeah, that was fantastic. So that was the demo for The Solitary Existence of a Little Universe. I did look at the Steam page, and it does seem that there is some AI generated content in this game. From what it looks like, that the creator used AI to generate some of the images and then finished it by hand. So I'm not sure how much of that is it looks like the art might be partially AI generated. So just keep that in mind. But I actually would like to see the rest of this game come out. I think it's a really interesting concept, and I'm looking forward to it coming out. It's supposed to come out in Q1 of 2026. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the first quarter of the year means. I don't know. But it should be coming out sometime in 2026, so maybe I will come back to it and do a longer playthrough of it. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it, and take care. Bye-bye. Hey, y'all. Astrid from the editing room. So, a note about the AI generated content. So, I did some digging on the Steam page, and the AI content in it, the developer says that they make the images using generative AI and then finish it by hand. I don't know how much of the images are AI generated. Now that I have that context, the thing is, I really like this game. I really like the story. I really like the existential, parts of it. I am conflicted about the use of AI in generating its images. If it's a situation where, the developer is a solitary person and is using prompts to sort of make these images and then refining them in, I don't know, PowerPoint or not PowerPoint, Photoshop or something like that, or any other software, and doing it by hand themselves, I think that's fine. I just don't want it to be a situation where, it's the images are completely AI generated. Like, that doesn't feel right to me. But I think the story is written by a person and is a very good, interesting story. And I hope that there's more human elements to it than there are AI elements. I'm hoping that AI provides a scaffolding and then everything else comes from the developer. I don't know. I don't have any good information on that. So I, go into it with full awareness that there is some sort of AI generated content into this. Yeah. So I don't know. Make your own decisions about it. Be good. Take care. Bye-bye.